Hey, are you an artist that's just trying to make ends meet and you want to keep working on your art? Well, I've got 4 free ways that you can use your art to maybe make a little extra money so that you can keep working on your art, and the only investment is time. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Janet with Future Ready Consulting, and I just had dinner with a friend of mine and a former colleague, and we were talking about some of her friends that are really talented and they're working on their art in different ways, but it's hard to make ends meet. It's hard to pay the rent, it's hard to pay the grocery bills, heating, cooling. So I gave her some examples of ways that they might be able to pick up a little extra money each month, and I wanted to share them with everybody. So I've got 4 ways, 4 of them, that perhaps the only investment you need is time to get started making a little extra money with your art. Now, I know this isn't the end goal for your art, that you have other plans for your art, but at least you'll get a little extra cash and you'll get exposure. Odds are that your art is amazing. People just don't know about it and don't know about you. So let's get started with idea number one. Idea number one is Printify, or print on demand. Now, I've done a whole video about Printify and print on demand, so you can go check it out here, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Print on demand is where you don't have to have any inventory, but you can print on various items, anything you want, your art, and you can sell it in a marketplace. Let's take a look at Printify, and I'll show you what I mean. So here we have Printify, and here are the different blanks that you can use to put your design on. So right now, holiday ornaments are all the rage because it's around holiday time. If it's around holiday time, Black Friday approaching, something like that, this is a good option for some of your artistic designs. But if it's not, then look at some of these other things. Here's some unusual things. Aprons, again, a good gift at the time. And let's see some more things. But you can do t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tank tops, journals, baby clothing. All of this can be your art printed on another item, and then you can set up a store. Now, Printify will connect with other stores like Etsy, where you can host your items, or they'll set up a pop-up shop for you right on Printify. It costs you nothing to do it on Printify. You only pay when people order. You have to pay for the processing of the item in Printify, but other than that, you pay for the item and the shipping, but you're going to pass that along to your customer, and you keep everything that is profit. There's some decent margins on these items, and you can set the margins. So if you think you can make a little more, you can bump it up. If you want to reduce it to get started, you can do that too. You set everything. You set the design, and you upload your designs onto Printify, put them anywhere you want on the item, and then you start selling. You can send people there through links, through an Etsy store if you want to do that, and start selling your art in this way. People will see your art, mugs, drink cups, t-shirts, calendars, any of that. They'll start to see your art. They'll get to know you as an artist. Now, I know this may not be your end goal, but it is an option for getting started so that people see your art and you make a little money off of that art. That's idea number one, print on demand. Don't forget to check out the full video from the description below. Let's look at idea number two. Idea number two is do some social media on TikTok or maybe YouTube. Show yourself creating your art. Show behind the scenes. Have people get to know you as an artist. And you never know where that'll take you. Create, create, create. Have a friend just record you for a bit. Maybe set up your phone on a tripod, hit record, and just do your art. Do your thing that you do every day. People will start to get to know you personally. They'll get to know your techniques, and they'll get to know your art. If you want to teach them techniques along the way, that would be amazing. I know people would love to tune in to see that. I want to show you an example of one of the people I follow who have built up their business through TikTok. So this is East Coast Tags. Okay, this is their playlist, East Coast Tags. She prints t-shirts and ships them all over the place. She's grown her business by basically doing a lot of social media, and you can do it wherever you want, wherever you feel comfortable. You don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. She does, but you don't have to. You can just show your process and show how you're working on your stuff. So she has her different designs. She has how she set up her shop. This whole TikTok is how she set up her shop. People send in questions and she answers them on TikTok. And all of this is just showing what she does every single day, her processes, and people send in questions and she answers them. Okay, this is amazing. Lots of people follow her. Let's see how many followers well, you see she's had 6,000 people grew. Look at just these. 74,000 people watched this one. 3.8 million watched this. And this is how she set up her business. That's what that one's about. She has over 233,000 followers. What? This is something you can do too. No investment of money, but just time. Just time to set up the camera, set it up, start to shoot some things, talk to the camera if you want, or don't talk to the camera. Just show people your processes, show people your art, show them your passion. Give a few lessons along the way if you feel comfortable doing that. You'll grow a following and then you send them to a TikTok shop to buy your art, or you set up an Etsy shop and send them there to buy your art, or whatever, wherever you like to sell your art or engage with people, send them there. But get started on TikTok, YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Okay? So if people find you there and start to follow on YouTube, you've got to follow them. You've got people to sell to. So consider videoing your processes, your how-tos, and some of your finished products, and set up on one of the social media channels to get a following and get people to buy your art. That's idea number 2. Let's look at idea number 3. All right, idea number 3 is all about collabs and partnerships, collaborations and partnerships. So I'm going to give you a few ideas of people or entities that you can collaborate with to get your art out there. Example number 1 would be Airbnb. I'm on an Airbnb site. Everyone loves to travel, and they especially like Airbnbs that are especially different and unique and cute. If you have a friend that runs any kind of short-term rentals, or you have some in your area, go approach those short-term rentals. Say, hey, I would love to give you some of my art to hang in your short-term rental. If you don't mind, you can list me as the artist and put a price on it. And if people are interested in buying that art, would you let me know? And I'm happy to give you a little bit of a cut for every sale that I make in your short-term rental. It's a great way to get your art out there and get people talking. Also, visit some of the local shops in your area. The smaller shops, say, hey, can I put my art in your shop? And if we sell it, I'd be happy to split the proceeds with you in some kind of manner, and share a little bit of money with them for putting your art up and displaying your art. I'm sure you can find some great collaborations in your community. Also, check out the local cafes and restaurants. Maybe they're looking for some art for their walls. Go in, check them out, see the vibe, see if you would be a good fit. Approach them and say, hey, can I hang up some of my art in your place? And again, if I make a sale, I'm happy to give you a small cut for showcasing my art. So think about the storefronts, the cafes, the restaurants, the Airbnbs, and shops in your area, in your neighborhood, or that have the kind of vibe that would support your art, and offer to display some of it in their establishment for a small cut of the sale. I'm sure you're going to find some people that really want to help you and promote you. And at the same time, you're helping them out by giving them some great art to hang up on the walls or sculptures to put in their Airbnbs, cafe, and shops so that they can beautify their spaces. Think about it, brainstorm about some of those collaborations and partnerships that you could do. And it may not be right next door. It may be 10, 15, 20 miles away. That's okay, as long as it will support your work and what you're trying to do. That's idea number 3. Let's move on to idea number 4. Idea number 4 will take a little bit more time and a little bit more promotion on your part, but it could pay off. And that is creating courses. Create courses about how you produce your art, about how to decide what niche you're going to work in, any of the process you use to create your art. And this could include musicians and dancers and other people as well. How do you produce the songs that you write? How do you move forward with picking colors, with picking mediums, with picking products? You can use a course to teach people how to do what you do, or at least get started, right? Digital. If you use digital media, people are always wanting to learn how to use all the different applications to create video, to create art. They want to know how to do art so they can put it on print on demand, our first idea. So think about doing a course. Now, it takes a little more time and effort to do a course, but you have places like Skillshare, and they're not sponsoring this video, but Skillshare where you could post courses or you can create courses that stand alone on a platform. And if you don't know how to create a course, that's okay. What you might do is you might set your phone up, start a piece of art, and just talk through your process. How are you deciding what to do the art about? Maybe you journal first or do some other process. Show that first. And then let people walk through the art with you. If you're doing a specific technique, show that. Maybe you're going to set up the recording each day to show a different part of the process as you move through a piece of art. That would be amazing. Just kind of talk over it, and then you can chop that longer video up into short bite-sized pieces or modules that then you can put together in a course. A lot of these platforms lead you right through the process. So consider taking some of that great knowledge and ability you have and creating some material to put together in a course. That's idea number 4. Okay, let's recap our 4 ways that artists can get their art out there without spending a lot of money up front. All right, number 1, print on demand. Print your art on different items that you could sell and make a little extra money each month. That's number 1, print on demand. Okay. Number 2, record your processes, talk things through of how you create your art. Let people get to know you as an artist and get to know your art, and put it on social media, TikTok, YouTube, one of those channels. Idea number 3, make a collaboration or a partnership with a local business near you where you could display your art and potentially sell some of that art. But again, let people get to know who you are as an artist and see some of your art. You may even get private requests for certain types of art. Who knows? And finally, idea number 4, idea number 4 is to create a course about how you produce the art, about how you go through your processes, things that you've learned along the way. Produce a course, intro to, and post it on your own channel, post it on Skillshare or one of those educational channels where you can create courses, and start collecting money for those courses. Now, here is the 2 most important things of either one of these. You can pick any of these 4. Maybe you're going to pick a couple of them to get some extra coin in your bank account. The most important 2 things you need to do. Number 1, you have to start. You have to start. Pick one and start. You may not feel comfortable on camera right away. You may not know how to make a course. Maybe you take a course on how to make a course. You may be a little shy to go in and collaborate with a business nearby, but make the start. Think about your friends and family. Maybe there's someone there that can introduce you to somebody, or can help take the video for you, or can work with you to get started. But you have to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. And here's the second hardest thing for you to do to make some extra money with one of these methods. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep creating your art, but keep going on whichever one of these strategies you choose. Do it for at least a year, if not longer. But you have to go all in for a year. If you're going to post content, post some content every week for the next year. If you're going to make some collaborations, make 10 collaborations at least and follow up with them on a regular basis to see if they want new art, you want to switch the art or sculptures or whatever out. If you're going to make that course, then make the course start to finish and post it. Okay? Whatever you choose, you have to commit and you have to do it for at least a year. If you're going to do print on demand, create lots of cool items, post them in your store, and send out emails to your friends and family on your social media and tell them about your store on a regular basis. Promote that material. So, whatever you do, start now and keep going. Don't stop for at least a year and don't give up. It's going to be slow at first, but it'll pay off later on. You will see. The reason people don't succeed with these kind of techniques is because they quit and they leave room for somebody like you to come along who doesn't quit and to keep going and to really make some extra money with some of these techniques. I hope you found a lot of value in this video. And again, this is not just for artists, really. Anyone who has some knowledge can make a course or can show off their skills and do behind the scenes. So think about how this may apply to you, even if you're not an artist. It's a way to make some extra revenue and extra money on the side. Bonus tip, you could do affiliate marketing, which we have some other videos about affiliate marketing, but you could post links from Amazon to the equipment you use to create your art. This is a bonus tip. I recommend affiliate marketing that you can put in your social media accounts. You can create links, put them on a website so that people will go buy the materials that you used to create your art. All right, that is really it. I mean it this time. I'm Janet with Future Ready Consulting. We're happy to collaborate with you to create courses or to tell you how to get started with any of these methods. But I bet you can do this. I bet you can figure it out and get started right away. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. We appreciate the support. Every subscriber helps the channel so that we can keep producing this kind of content to help you get your business started and make some extra money today. We appreciate you, and remember, without impact, it doesn't matter. Check out some other videos. Take care.